You're going to love making these gift bags out of wrapping paper, which I'm sure you have tons of. Let's get started. You'll need a piece of wrapping paper, a box, and a bone folder. The box that you choose can be any size. This box is roughly the size of an A2 card, and that's the size bag that I want to make. To get started with making your bag, you want to take the wrapping paper and make a clean, straight edge by folding it. To do that, I'm going to use my mat as a guide. So I have some straight lines here on my mat, and I'm going to fold just a small bit of the paper to give myself a nice, clean, straight line. There we go. I have a nice, clean line now, and I'm going to adhere that to the inside just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, I've adhered that fold down, and we can move on to the next step. The next step is to bring in the box and place it so that about a quarter of it is hanging outside of the wrapping paper. When you do that, you'll also need about a quarter of an inch, or maybe an inch of wrapping paper hanging off this edge. So I'm going to just trim off the extra that I don't need. Now we're going to wrap the box, but really we're kind of just wrapping half of the box since there's a little bit hanging out. When I wrap the box, I take my fingers and I pinch each of the corners where the wrapping paper folds. This way you'll have a nice crisp edge on each of the corners. Okay, I've creased each of the corners, and now I'm going to take out the box and use that bone folder to really give myself a nice crease on each side. This is going to make this a really professional looking finished product, which is always nice, even when it's handmade. Alright, I've creased all of those edges, and now what you could do is decorate your wrapping paper. This is a good time to add any stamps or embellishments that you might like. I'm going to add a stamp to create kind of a Christmassy feel for this paper. It's a background stamp from Clear and Simple, and I'm going to stamp it using the same color ink as the wrapping paper that I've used. I'm going to start stamping, and I'll be back to show you what the finished product looks like. Alright, I'm back, and I've just finished stamping a simple border around the middle of the bag. Now we can get back to finishing it. Put the box back into the center and wrap just like you had before. Now we can start adhering things into place, starting with this edge to close up the bag. Alright, I've sealed up the bag. Now we have to work on the bottom. You're going to finish it off just like you would any other wrapping that you would do on a box. Tuck in the ends, then turn down those flaps. Again, pinching along the corners to make nice crisp edges. And there we go. We're just going to adhere this flap to this, and we'll be finished. With that done, all we have to do now is pull out the box. There we go. We have a bag. Now what you can do is create a gift bag with handles. For handles, you want to take 2 pieces of chipboard that measure roughly the same in width as your bag, and you're going to place those inside. I've got adhesive on my chipboard, and I'm going to place it inside the bag. The reason for these is that we're going to punch holes that will hold ribbon to make handles, and we don't want that ribbon to fall off or to rip the paper. This will give it something nice and sturdy to hold on to. All that you need to do now is I'm going to use my Crop-A-Dile, kind of pinch those pieces of the bag together and punch 2 holes. all that's left to do is to string some ribbon through each of these to make handles. I'll show you the finished product once I'm finished decorating this bag, and you can make these really for any occasion you like. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.